Hi, bugera users. This is a problem that I experienced with an old series 333 amp. This is not an infinite one. Basically, after 30 minutes of use, the effects loop started to switch on and off by itself. After some research, when I found none to zero material regarding this amp, I made some tests, and apparently it was an overheating problem of some sort. So I opened up the amp, and I found that these two power resistors, as you can see here, that were producing a lot more heat than I thought, and since they were close to capacitors, and there were some cables tightened together above the resistors, these caused the main problem. Not to mention that the resistors were maybe the only components that caused a lot of internal overheating in the amp chassis, even more than the heat produced by the valves. So, after some tests to confirm that it was actually the problem, I decided to go for a drastic solution. First, I moved the cables on the side of the resistors and not directly above, to eliminate possible overheating on them. Second, I glued the heatsink on the two resistors using thermal paste to help the heat to dissolve faster. And third, maybe the real game changer on the problem, I installed a cooling fan on a precedently drilled hole on the chassis. It is powered by this another little power supply. After all that modifications, I used the amp on some events, and it didn't have any problem anymore. So, if you encounter this or similar problem, you might want to check the solution for this amp. Only, be really careful when operating a tube amp, because the stored currents, even after it is unplugged, can do serious damage to you if you touch the power section. Final observation. Well, the amp didn't sound strange or bad in any way. It was only this problem that made it unusable at the time. Fortunately, these old non-infinite bugera amps can be found for dirt cheap. So, if you're not afraid to risk a little bit, or in general you consider yourself pretty good at repairing amps, and you want to obtain a real tube amp for not that much, consider buying one of these.